proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor. No ma'am, it's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Sometimes you just need a drink. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. A school of squirts tunnels up around them.
Oh my boy. Oh my boy. Still a 44. That was unexpected.
He sets foot inside one of Salandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him for his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Awesome. They grouped up nicely. That's like
More
insane with this part. They can spread apart so that you lose like 3 seconds. Because they're like on the other end of the room. And then they can group up and you all of a sudden save a second out of nowhere. That's how ridiculous this is. 141. Mainly because of that. The squirts were okay.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Right back at you, he finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corners.
Alrighty.
An old ferry bar.
Get a good clip and we might be on a good Warp District time.
Real close now.
Therefore on a potential decent run. This is so relaxing on the barge, like the only downtime in this run, really, besides the loading screens. Clip.
He finds the core to the Wolf District. Down he goes.
Okay, I did not lose time.
Toward the Bastion. Now the kid sees something
Mediocre
stranger
clip.
still.
Could have
His
been
mind
worse, I think,
races.
but also a
Did
lot better.
anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. And just like that,
But
the
not being
Bastion
behind on the
comes
first
alive.
bit already is awesome.
Starts growing again. Growing
Even if I was
stronger.
behind like 3 seconds,
Kid's gotta
I
put
would
his
still run
power
it
to
because
good
the rest
use.
is so easily
Now
beatable.
the Bastion can send him even farther.
But
into the
not
wild
being
unknown.
behind already is definitely nice to see. Very
Kid
encouraging.
does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check. And now there's a new marshal in town. Him, but it's too tough to follow.
Saving time, awesome.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Kid ponders what to build. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Alrighty, this time I got the text skip. I waited a little longer than usual, just to make absolutely sure that I get it.
The
Because
dead
sometimes
welcome
this
him with
text
open
skip
arms.
tends to troll you.
The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees a plane, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. But him, he survived. Just think, without that man,
Okay,
we wouldn't be here right now.
that was fine.
Would we? What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this.
But he says this.
He's a proper gentleman, that man.
That was very
His
fine.
name is Zolf.
The clip was slightly...
No hiding, he's in
slightly? No. Yeah, slightly too slow. Then I would like to have it. But I rather have a slow clip than a stupid fall.
He's relieved to see a living
Therefore,
face
I'm
or
happy
two.
with that.
The kid and I introduce ourselves
And I'm still ahead in time, so what the hell am I
Both to
complaining
him.
about?
and to each other for the first time. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Okay. KK.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort.
The hard way.
The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy on the force. At least the marshals left the kid.
Good, did not fall there.
Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Not a scratch on him as he presses on to higher ground. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade.
And I'm saving again
Now
time.
ain't nothing
That's
left for
awesome.
nobody down in
No fall.
Cinderbrick Fort.
No fault so far, actually, wow.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the calamity saved for Zolf was the Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad.
Okay, got the pipe skip.
That's it. Few more
Let's
shots
make
like
sure we
that,
set up the text
we'll
skip
be
here.
back in business, but there's a way to put her back together. The shards.
Alrighty. Even got the text skip and did not press on info. Yes! Yes! That was so stupid. I still can't believe that I got a PB with pressing the info button.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. They used to
Seriously?
say ankle gators were extinct.
Well, at least I'm on the other side.
Well, they ain't.
How
Turns
did
out
no
Queen
of the
Anne
vines
got
get
hold of the
destroyed there?
shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here.
That's
Now
honestly
the kid
very
can do
odd.
the same. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass
I
grows.
need to get
One
the
bad
2-cycle
step in that tall
because I
grass
fell.
is Queen Anne's lunch. Wanna know how
That's
to find
unfortunate.
an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go.
That's one.
The shard's sitting in plain view.
That's two.
They say if you
Save
run
time
across
because I
an
got the
ankle gator,
2-cycle.
you better
Awesome.
keep running. After all
Still
that,
a fall though.
kid lets the
A fall is a fall. Is a fall. It's always going to be a fall.
Oh, Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The Bastion ain't
gonna build. Well, what is it not going to do? Kappa.
Not everything.
Good thing we have
will be
subtitles.
calamity. Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago.
Slow
They
ass
say it
flip,
filled the
but at least
skies
no
with
fall.
ash and the lakes with molten rock. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. After all, when we looked down inside Culford Cauldron, we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity. As for the kid,
Why did I roll
he
there?
just has to get that shard out of
Whatever.
there. Too bad taking that thing woke up
Okay.
every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bar. And where there's one stink
Let's
eye,
make sure I don't
there's
fall
always
like here.
biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. The cauldron's
There we go. Saved almost 10 seconds. What the fuck?
Get a fine farewell. With a good
Like in
spot
total,
where
obviously
you
not
can
10
still
seconds
see
in
the
this level
cauldron.
alone. That's nice.
Comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
That's finally a decent run so far. Only one fall and that is in Rothus. But because my PB was not good in Rothus and I had a 3 cycle in my PB, I still saved
The
time.
monument's getting better.
That's really relieving.
On it, though.
Now we need a quarry. That is not horrible. Easier said than
The
done,
arsenal's
right?
complete in case we need protection. High
Believe
time we
people.
built something new.
Believe in a good quarry.
Imagine everything you need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes burstone quarry. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Not only are these rocks a source of life, they're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. We found that the oldest ones remember things. Now why would the world sell off such a fascinating
Nope.
place?
Stupid
Might be
fall.
the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
Because there were so many spots that are harder to fall, or easier to fall. And then the cacti dude blocked me with one of his cages. At least I dropped some serious lunky. Let's do it together. Drop the lunky. Ba, ba, boop, 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 boop. I love it. I love the lunky drop.
A voice calling from down the hall. Are you all right? It says.
Am I alright? I don't know, I fell. But I dropped the lunky. I know, I fell, but the overall execution felt pretty nice. So... who knows?
If that's the way.
If I lose 2 point something seconds, that's the fall only. If I lose more, I had not so good execution. I lose 3.4 seconds. Wow. How good was my quarry in my PB? I know it was good. I remember that actually. But...
say what you will about Zolf.
dang.
He's a man of his word.
Well, the guy before Lunky actually blocked me with one of his cage things. I guess that's where the rest of the time loss is coming from, honestly. Not me being bad. Jesus. So sloppy. It's not that hard to press like a few menu screens, I guess.
But there's only one cure. We need to finish
At least we're in the green.
The Bastion. It's finally finished.
So I expect a small amount of time loss here as well, I guess. Because the menu was meh. As long as I don't go into leaderboard, I mean, what the hell am I complaining about, you know? But still.
Welcome.
Do not talk to an NPC and we're good.
I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
And save time! That's a new Bastion, new game, 80% world record. Awesome.
Sit tight.
That's a 14:04.
Over soon.
Wow, that's a huge improvement compared to my old
What
time.
happens next? You done good.
Wow.
I suppose all that's left.
At least to my knowledge, it's a new world record. I have not checked like those guys, the American runners of this game, what they did while I was sleeping. But to my knowledge,
before
this is the new game 80% world record right here. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, I really am. I do not want to
and each other.
trick some people into thinking that I'm having it, although I'm not having it, but that's honestly just the standpoint of my knowledge right now, that this is the fastest time.
So long, kid.
Awesome. Oh my god, I finally got it.
In the next
It's not going to last long, I know that, don't worry. But I got it for
on to you.
a brief moment at least, and that feels
Coming home.
hella awesome. And it's also a very nice improvement, not just by a couple seconds, but by 7.2. That is a lot. Wow. Let's break down the run a little bit. Wharf District, fine. Workman Ward, obviously fine. Hanging Gardens, I think there was a fall? No, there was no fall, but the clip was slow. Cinderbrick, fine. Rothes, a fall, but a 2-cycle. Cauldron, I remember it being fine. Question mark? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was fine. There's no way I saved that much time with a fall. Quarry, a fall, and the little block at the end before Lunky. And then Euro Invasion skip, because I screwed up the menuing obviously even more in my PB. I save about a second, which is ridiculous in the last split, let's be honest. But yeah, I'm going to let the credits roll, because this run deserves it in my opinion. Still not as good as I can go. I still think I want to cut the 14, but I am going to take a break for a moment with this game, for the short moment. Wow. I so want to spam all the Bastion runners in Skype right now, but I need to let the credits roll. Oh boy. Let's enjoy the credits. I'm going to be quiet. I'm actually going to mute, so enjoy the credits.